Now, 6:43, the Supreme Court is expected to release more opinions in less than 2 hours. We're still waiting for rulings on major issues like election laws and birthright citizenship. So let's go live in our nation's capital to Scripps News Group Washington correspondent Stephanie Liebergen. And Stephanie, what key cases are still pending, and when can we expect the court to finish its work?
Hey, good morning. Well, let's start with the key cases. Arguably, one of the biggest one is related to President Trump's executive order on birthright citizenship, trying to prevent citizenship from being given to children of undocumented immigrants and children of people who are in the U.S. on a temporary visa. That case centering around the 14th Amendment, which is what established birthright citizenship in the U.S. If the Supreme Court were to side with the president, it would be a huge win for President Trump. But when the oral arguments happened, court watchers and court experts say there were indications from the justices that they were not leaning the president's way. So that's one case we're looking for. There are two others that also deal with presidential power. One was filed by Rebecca Slaughter. She was a member of the Federal Trade Commission that the president fired. She argues her firing was unlawful and that the president, in firing her, didn't comply with a federal law that puts limitations on why a federal trade commissioner can be removed from their position. There's a similar case around Lisa Cook, who's on the board of governors for the Federal Reserve. Again, the case relies on a federal law that sets specific instructions and limitations on why a federal a governor from the Federal Reserve Board can be removed from office for cause. Lisa Cook arguing that the president did not have cause to remove her and therefore she should be allowed to stay on that board. The other election cases we're looking for, there are two of them. One deals with mail-in balloting. That one stems from Mississippi, where local state election laws allow ballots mailed and postmarked by Election Day to arrive up to 5 business days later. That law is being challenged, saying that all mail-in ballots need to be received by Election Day. However the Supreme Court comes down in that case, it could impact the vote-by-mail deadlines in at least 15 states across the country. And then the other election case dealing with campaign finance laws that we're looking for. So opinions will start coming down at 10 o'clock Eastern. We never know how many we're going to get or exactly how many cases they're going to hand down today. We have another day, Opinion Day Thursday. We're likely to see even more days added to the court schedule next week, probably showing them wrapping up this term in early July.